Hello and welcome to MMOFTW for July 6th, 2013. I'm your host, Bill Murphy, and this is the week that was in MMO news. First up, after reports started flooding in that a new item, the Enduring Elixir of Wisdom, which increases experience gain by 100%, was appearing in the patch notes for Game Update 5.4, Blizzard's community manager Zarhim posted a reply to players' concerns that World of Warcraft is indeed exploring the possibility of adding a way for players in certain regions to make purchases directly within the game. As a part of this process, elements related to this will be appearing on the PTR. We'll provide additional updates on our plans as development progresses. Now, while this is far from a certainty that a cash shop is going to hit Azeroth tomorrow, it's clear enough now that Blizzard is exploring more and more ways to add to their already staggering income, especially in light of the ever-dropping subscription numbers. So keep your eyes peeled to the public test realm for Azeroth. You never know what'll show up. And while you may or may not be familiar with the name, but for MMO veterans, Star Long and Richard Garriott were once a sort of dynamic duo in the MMORPG scene. Part of the team that made Ultima Online a reality way back when, Star Long has signed up to the Portalarium team to help make Shroud of the Avatar, Richard Garriott's new game that was recently crowdfunded. Previously, Long was executive producer on a host of Disney MMOs and online games, so it's quite nice to see him making a return to true RPG development. Hopefully, Garriott, Long, and the rest of the team can create the magic of Ultima Online for a new generation with Shroud of the Avatar. And the first major update for Runewaker and SOE's Dragon's Prophet is hitting the live game server soon, the SOE team announced later this week. The update will contain the new zone Wintertide, an increased level cap to 70, and a brand new endgame dungeon called the Accursed Tower. Along with a host of bug fixes and other changes, we're hopeful that the update will address some of the major issues we had with the game when we reviewed it this past week. Either way, there's a lot of work to be done, and hopefully this first major content update is the start of remedying a lot of the title's largest problems. Venerable browser-based sandbox MMO RuneScape has announced the release date of its version 3.0, bringing the game to the robust and powerful HTML5 format. The launch of RuneScape 3 on July 22nd will also see player decisions directly shaping the future of Gielinor, its inhabitants and scenery for the very first time. It will also be marking the beginning of RuneScape's inaugural community-focused world event, the Battle for Lumbridge. You can read all about the many changes coming in this version over at the RuneScape site. And last but not least, Snail Games has announced that the first Age of Wushu expansion will be released on August 8th. Called Legends of Mount Hua, the expansion adds the Zhanghu status system, essentially faction quests, status, and rewards. Mount Hua also brings a new host of features and activities for players to check out, all surrounding the mysterious Zhanghu. You can read more about the update and what it entails over at the Age of Wushu site, and you can stay tuned to MMORPG.com as we keep you abreast of all the details. That does it for this week. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at MMORPG.com without the dot. We hope you've had a fantastic July 4th weekend. You can find me on Twitter at TheBillMurphy if you're into that sort of thing. Thanks for watching. See you next week. And as always, don't let a bad pug get you down.